The chase. A red-haired man is depicted running through the city streets, a flaming fist officer chasing just behind. A cloaked woman, hair dark as a raven, looks on from a safe distance. The theft. A red-haired man is depicted in the Hall of Wonders, thieving what looks to be a priceless artifact. It's an astrolabe of entrapment. It could hold a dozen djinn within it, perhaps even more. The induction. A red-haired man is depicted in hushed conversation with a dark-haired woman. She wears a cloak with an unusual symbol on it, tally marks totaling the number 9. The child. A red-haired man is portrayed with his cloak's hood lowered, giving an apple to a smiling urchin. Several other children are huddled behind the one receiving the apple, hands outstretched. The apple. The painting depicts a red-haired man stealing a shiny apple from a cart in an open-air market. You know this market, the Wide, where Baldur's Gate citizens and visitors gather to conduct trade and wax political.
Cleanse the world of those who would stand in the way of the righteous, but do not let such cleansing prevent. Prove your worth to the heart of the gate. Only then may you enter. Prove your worth to the heart of the gate. Only then may you enter. A champion burns bright, even when rushing waters and moaning winds threaten to extinguish the flames. Take the torch. Withstand the elements. Prove your courage.
Gotta get through it. Got to press on. Another step forward. On my way. Take two.
Enough waiting. I crave blood. Enough waiting. I crave blood. As I was taught.
All right. What now? I wonder what the next move is.
Defender of the people.
Can't afford to stay idle.
Armor needed.
Assume nothing. Quickly then.
Can't give up now. No time to rest? A long way to go still.
Where am I needed?
Assume nothing.
Have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it.
I'm ready. Whatever it takes.
All's well that ends. Not as bad as it could have.
A champion burns. Take the torch. With
Make way!
I'm ready. Need to act fast. Strike hard, strike fast.
Forever dauntless.
No time to waste.
Talk to me. Let's finish this. On my way. Take two.
This is my time.
with haste.
This is my time.
One day, I'll catch a break.
Give up.
Battle favors the fearless.
Get going.
Prove your worth to the heart of the gate. Only then may you enter.
Pawns, king, queen. Is this lance board?
Vlaakith's will be done.
Watch it, oaf!
Pawns, king, queen. Is this lance board? Looking ahead.
Oh, enough waiting. I crave blood.
That should more than suffice.
What to do?
What's next, I wonder? Invisibilis!
Still alive, so that's progress.
Prove your strategic wits. There is but one rule. The Dark King must fall in 2 moves. Are you a commander of armies? Or a shivering pawn? Fodder for cleverer minds.
I'm afraid I have little experience with lance board, let alone the command of soldiers.
The apple. You know this market. The wide.
I never quite realized how burdened I was until I met you. The threat of the Shadow Curse, the politics of the Grove. I was forgetting who I was. But you lifted the fog. Thank you. You're too modest. I wager you don't even know how extraordinary you truly are. But I do. I have lived a very long time. I have taken many lovers. My heart does not stir lightly. But it does now. I still have hot blood in my veins. Nature gifted us our desires, and the means to act on them. But we muddied its beautiful simplicity with rules, social strictures, clothes. So, I am not bound to nature. I am unbound in nature. I want more than to fight at your side, or sit around the campfire with you. I want to lay with you under the stars and feel your skin against mine. I think you feel the same way. Once the power of the Shadow Curse was broken, the connection was undeniable. We both felt it. But tell me I'm wrong, and the matter can rest. I do not wish to sour our friendship, but I have to know if it can be something more. I understand. And I still cherish our relationship. Still, I could not have forgiven myself had I not taken the plunge. Better to have tried and failed.
No, the judge has spoken. The crime must be punished.
The shadows are blocking me. I need to get rid of them.
Cleanse the world of those who would stand in the way of the righteous. But do not let such cleansing prevent justice.
Justice. No pardon without repentance, and no penalty without mercy. The right path often lies between the extremes. Both. Relevant words for times of strife, and for a dragon's underground trial, if we're lucky.
The judgment. A stern judge, his pockets full of coin, orders a red-haired man to the gallows. A shiny apple rests on the ground nearby.
Begone! The sword of justice falls on the wicked.
Cleanse the world of those who would stand in the way.
The judgment. A stern judge, his pockets full of coin, or a shiny apple. The chase. A red-haired man is depicted running through the city streets, a flaming fist officer chasing just behind. A cloaked woman, hair dark as a raven, looks on from a safe distance. The theft. A red-haired man is depicted in the Hall of Wonders, thieving what looks to be a priceless artifact. The theft. A red-haired man is depicted in the Hall of Wonders, thieving what...
My faith will guide me.
The theft. A red-haired... It's an astrolabe of entrapment. It could hold a dozen djinn within it, perhaps even more.
Still breathing, despite everything.
The induction. A red-haired man is depicted in hushed conversation with a dark-haired woman. She wears a cloak with an unusual symbol on it, tally marks totaling the number 9. The child. A red-haired man is portrayed with his cloak's hood lowered, giving an apple to a smiling urchin. Several other children are huddled behind the one receiving the apple, hands outstretched. The apple. The painting depicts a red-haired man stealing a shiny apple from a cart in the open-air market called the Wide.
Off with you! His reckoning must come! Death is the price! The paintings tell the tale. My judgment is rendered. The thief earns his due.
Where am I needed?
The judgment. A shiny apple. The chase. A cloaked woman. The induction. She wears a cloak. The child. Several other children. The apple.
I've got a long road ahead.
Defender of the people.
Never a dull moment.
Sharp as ever.
No one back home will ever believe this.
No, the judge has spoken. The crime must be punished.
Cleanse the world of those who would stand in the way of the righteous. But do good leader has the insight to find good counsel. As a war reaches its end, there is one who doesn't advise for the city's prosperity. Find him and strike him down. Strike down the advisor who would lead the city to ruin.
Hold still, will you? 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 Hold still, will you?
This place is quite a find. Imagine all the people going about their lives unaware of what their city is hidden away. Then that's where we need to go. My parents are in there somewhere.
Hold still, will you?
Sharp as ever.
Let's get going.
Such an elaborate trial. The sort Vlaakith subjects Tunaroth's elders to, should they grow too decadent.
Insightful decision. The tree of peace bore lasting fruit. Proceed.
All right.
Cleanse the world of those who would stand in the way of the righteous.
no time to dally.
Take you.
At least things have stayed interesting.
The cell. A stern prison guard slides a warm meal into the thief's cell. The red-haired man has a 10-day left to serve, judging by the scratchings on the wall behind him. Freedom. A red-haired man walks the streets of Baldur's Gate, clad in a billowing cloak. You catch a glimpse of a sly smile beneath his hood, and a golden coin in his hand.
A thief walks free. Is this truly justice?
The hanging. A red-haired man is depicted hanging from a gallows as a crowd looks on. You notice a child in the crowd, a falling tear leaving a trail on his cheek. The cell. The red-haired man has a 10-day left to serve, judging by the scratchings on the wall behind him.
You are unjust. An eye for an eye. Lex talionis. The punishment must be proportional to the crime. Dishonorable judge and applied lex talionis, the principle of the sentence being proportional to the crime. You are a paragon of justice. Proceed. courage does the hero march. Fettered by the taxing chains of fear, a stalwart soul must ever persevere. With insight does the hero choose. Guidance born of ancient wisdom proven. Peace, not strife, the undenied conclusion. With justice does the hero rule. Lead not the guiltless lamb to bloody slaughter, nor cleanse the lion's sins in sacred water. With strategy does the hero scheme. A cunning mind, 100 steps ahead, your allies close, your rivals stunned in dread. Worthy you are found. Go forth, hero, seize your fate, and rise, great worm, heart of the gate.
Hells. The Great Worm is nothing but bone and memories.
No one stopped me yet.
There's no time to waste.
Is that blood? No, never mind.
Assume nothing.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times. with a flick of the wrist. Don't want to draw any attention. Should get started.
The pride of the gate.
Let's move.
The pride of the gate.
Still alive, so that's progress. Don't give me trouble now.
What do you want? You're the one pestering old men in cages. Now scram with your sourpuss. You're disturbing my sitting time. Oh, for Baldur.
Out of sight, out of mind.
Lord Gortash is expecting you. Please make your way to the audience chamber.
What you were doing in the house.
Calm down, dear. It won't happen, I swear.
We broke
I
down
can't
the
really
door.
glaze that pizza.
What is it this time?
Lord Gortash is expecting you. Please make your way to the audience chamber. Lord Gortash is expecting you. Please make your way to the... Lord Gortash is expecting you. Please make your way to the audience chamber.
Gods, it must be exhausting to be so cynical. Not as exhausting as all that
Lord
food.
Gortash is expecting you. Please make your way to the audience chamber.
Mistaken.
I don't know, dear.
We're drunk.
Lord Gortash is expecting you. Please make your way to the audience chamber.
Best behaviour around here. Understood?
Don't cause any trouble, all right? It's not worth it.
Flaming Fist Barracks. Authorized personnel only. Lord Enver Gortash, the people's man, the gate's protector.
What? Oh, what are you doing in here? You're not a fist. Go on, get out, or I'll wake the others.
Wits and blades always sharp.
This is a restricted area. Time to explain yourself, or this guard will be restricting you to a cell.
Is expected.
What? Oh!
You notice the gnome slip a lockpick into his pocket.
You're not a fist. Go on, get out, or I'll wake the others. I'm no thief. I was going to pay it back. Eventually. I needed the gold. I'm getting out of here. Taking a ferry down the coast to get me home. Those bloody crooks at the docks are charging triple, though. Danger money. It's a joke. No! I mean, I quit. Nothing wrong with quitting a job. My wife said we have to stand and fight, and I can't. I won't. I'm not made for this. I'm not a soldier. I only joined for the uniform and a warm bed. They're better off without me. I'm scared. All I want is to go home. Around. Can't take it. You shouldn't be in here. This barracks is private. There's a bloody army coming. Should never have left Cloakwood. Why'd I sign up for this poxy job?
Lord Gortash is expecting.
Waiting around.
Please make your way to the
Flaming Fist Barracks. Authorized personnel only.
Lord Gortash is expecting you. Please make your way to the audience chamber.
Bloody army coming.
Hells! Not
all 3 stones to control it.
No distractions, please.
We serve Lord Gortash.
Go on up. Pay Gortash a visit. A fate to remember, I guarantee.
Lord Gortash is expecting you. Please make your way to the audience chamber. Lord Gortash is expecting you. Please make your way to the audience chamber. Gortash is expecting you. Please make your way to the audience chamber. Lord Gortash is expecting you. Please make your way to the audience chamber.
Home I spoke to a witness who says you entered the house before the fire started.
Please make your way to the audience chamber. Lord Gortash is expecting you.
All we can do is be
Please
better.
make your way to the audience
I almost
chamber.
believed you this time.
Are they going to arrest us? What if they
Let's
throw us in
rehearse
jail?
this one more time. Pretend
Lord Gortash is expecting you. Please make your way to the audience chamber. Is expecting you.
Are the gods truly
Please
this
make
petty?
your way to the. Good day, citizen. Please notify the Steel Watch if you witness any undesirable activity. Good day, citizen. Please. Stand down, villain. In the name of the Steel Watch, aggressive action will not be tolerated in the presence of the patriarchs of this proud city. The Steel Watch appreciate your cooperation, citizen.
Dearest Patriarchs, dearest Raven Guard, but a moment. The Blade of Frontiers graces our halls, and he's wearing his devilish best.
My father. He's here.
My friend, forgive the cold welcome. My Steel Watchers are eager watchdogs, for the good of the people, I'm sure you understand. Lord Enver Gortash at your service. I understand congratulations are in order. Thorm's defeat hasn't gone unnoticed. You're known for who you are and for that nether stone that you carry. You know, it takes all 3 to control the brain. Without Thorms, it's become vexingly willful. The quakes are a clear warning. If nobody steps in soon, it'll free itself from the authority of the crown. I expect it'll start with turning the Sword Coasts infected. You among them. That prism of yours won't last indefinitely. Next, the grand design. The Mind Flayer Empire reborn. If we're lucky, we'll become slaves. If we're unlucky, well, not the most thrilling of prospects, but it's a fate that can be avoided. If you and I come to an understanding, together we can still restore authority over the brain.
Of course. Gortash always did have an eye for opportunity.
There's an old wisdom. A brittle alliance can never be mended. It can only break. With Ketheric gone, Orin proved treacherous. Baal's chosen wants the Netherstones for herself. She only cares for blood. And your blood and mine are of particular interest to her. Orin changes shape faster than you and I change clothes. You know, she's tricked you before. She's targeted me as well. I'm well protected, but she's extremely good at what she does. If Orin obtains all 3 Netherstones, she'll plunge the coast into chaos and paint the city in blood. I can't let that happen. I want to lead this city to glory, not scorch its earth. I'd like to propose a pact, a divine oath sworn upon spirit and flesh. I do no harm to you, nor you to me. Furthermore, you'll have nothing to fear from my steel watch while our pact stands. Thorm's stone is yours to keep. When you slay Orin and take her stone, you bring it here, so the 3 are united once again. Together we rule Faerun as kings. No, more than kings. Gods. We rule as the absolute.
And my father?
Your father will do whatever you command him to, like any other subject in our kingdom. What do you say? Shall we be allies?
I can detect no deceit. This alliance could serve us well. And if it does not, well, we need not honor it.
Gortash's eyes blink in a consistent rhythm. He stands calmly, confidently. He fully intends to share his kingdom with you.
Perhaps a demonstration of why you need my help will motivate you to make the right decision. Your camp is compromised. One among you is an imposter, a faceless. Who, I can't say. I'd suggest a thorough investigation. You'll find I speak the truth.
A doppelganger in our camp. That sounds all too believable.
The faceless in your camp is like a knife at your throat. Remove it quickly, or any alliance between us would be exceedingly short-lived. Even horror has a home. find her nest and slay her there. For all its charms, Baldur's Gate has long had a cancer at its heart. A hidden temple devoted to Baal. That's where Orin became what she is, where she worshipped and schemed. And now, it's where she hides from my watchers, when she's not spilling blood in the streets. You're resourceful. I trust you'll sniff it out. If the trail goes cold, follow the bodies. First, Orin the Red, bloody dagger of Baal, causes panic in the streets through killings in the Absolute's name. Next, the threat of the Absolute's monstrous armies formed by Merkel's general, Ketheric Thorn. In such circumstances, people crave strong leaders. Leaders that bring law, order, and protection. Leaders like me, Bane's unyielding hand, author of justice. You are soon to witness the people of Baldur's Gate granting me complete power over them, all out of fear of the Absolute. Next, we will declare curfew and begin infecting the masses. Our subjects will hear the voice of their absolute God. The faithful will do anything in the name of their God. Powerful connections. Let's leave it at that. Our tyranny. And we are saviors. Defenders of the Sword Coast. Our loyal subjects will love us, not hate us. What comes next will be entirely their fault. More importantly, just. Now, come. Be witness as I make history as the first Archduke of Baldur's Gate. Then we proceed. The patriarchs await. Distinguished dukes, patriarchs, dearest Ravengard, I will heed your call. A new chapter begins.
Enver Gortash, swearest thou by Balduran's blade to defend the citizens of Baldur's Gate from enemies within and without?
I swear.
Swearest thou true faith and fealty to the same, by word, deed, and decree, so that none may suffer?
I swear.
Gathered guests, grant ye consent? Enver Gortash, the council appoints you Archduke of Baldur's Gate.
My friends, the Steel Watch stands ready. Let its blade fall on any who would diminish our city. And you, honored guest, will find me in my office above when you return. Do not come empty-handed.
Unthinkable. To see my own father named Gortash, the sole ruler of Baldur's Gate. Please, we need to speak with him. Maybe he can see reason.
Ravengard has not once failed this city. If he trusts Gortash, then so do I.
Archduke Gortash, man of the people. The right people.
An Archduke! Finally someone who can stand up to those wretched absolutists.
What glory our city, and what glory its future.
The Steel Watch has made an impenetrable fortress out of the Sword Coast's crown jewel. I can't think of a better endorsement for Gortash than that.
Truest of souls, bathed in her light.
There is a fleeting connection. Your parasite communes with his, then falls quiet.
Father, my dearest boy, the hells have touched you, but you've come to me just as Gortash said you would. A true soul, no less. Father and son, unstoppable generals. You and your allies will usher in a new dawn. Why do you say this? Only the shadows would name the sun a tyrant. Faerun suffers in darkness. Tyr has abandoned us. Helm's Eye has strayed. But Baldur's Gate will soon burn bright, a beacon to light the heavens. And it will be Gortash who ignites the final spark.
No, this isn't him. This is the tadpole talking.
For a brief moment, uncertainty clouds his mind, then dissipates. The astral prism vibrates in concord.
What nonsense is this?
The prism quivers once more. Ravengard falters.
As I said, Baldur's Gate will ascend. Torill's first and only grand city.
First comes a vision of terror, the city of Baldur's Gate taken by Lithids. But beyond the terror, there is hope. You see a beaming Ravengard presiding over the sunlit city, applauded by the people. A people at peace.
The true Ravengard is still clinging on somewhere in that mind. It might not be too late for him.
Have we finished then? Help me. Ah, the Black Widow caught you in her web. Floric chose shadow over light. Her betrayal burned deeper than the fires of Avernus. She's been punished for her lies. Don't let her get to you.
The Duke wants to keep Floric's location a secret. Little does he know that you've already found and freed her.
Kill Orin and take her Netherstone. Find me in my office upstairs when it's done, and do not return until it is done. Let this be my one warning.
Incredible. To hear my father's voice speak those words, like a stranger wrapped in his flesh. But there's still a glimmer of him in there, calling for release. I feel it. I know it. I won't let the Absolute keep him. This is my pledge.
Can't slow down.
Ravengard freed from the Hells, Archduke Gortash secures our borders. Baldur's Gate's future is bright indeed.
Maybe a young pink Clary would more suit the occasion.
Under Gortash, we're safe. More to the point, my fortunes are safe.
But perhaps...
The Absolute's blight will be a hard one to cure. Gortash is the Archduke for the job. The city is only as strong as its walls. Gortash understands this.
I am at my lady's service, and hers alone. If that is all, my lady.
Cheese. Something cut fresh from the wheel.
I'll have to inquire with Cook Darley about...
Oh, nice, Kay. Why must you make everything such a bother?
A commoner made Archduke of Baldur's Gate. I never thought I'd see the day.
What are they thinking? Giving a fellow like that such power? I give him a year at most.
The cook has prepared no pipe today, my lady.
A city is only as mighty as its leader. Under Gortash, no army can breach our walls.
The kitchen is fresh out of sunfish, my lady.
How'd Gortash get to be Archduke anyway? I didn't vote for him.
He did it! He's really Archduke. So excited I could jump right out of my boots.
Absolute's army won't stand a chance. Gortash will crush them like roaches under his boot.
Protect the city, but unless he can secure the trade routes...
Times of strife produce the finest leaders. Archduke Gortash will be no exception.
Archduke? Quite something, don't you think? I dare say Baldur himself would approve.
An historic day, the city's first Archduke.
Hail the Archduke. His safety is my duty.
Good day to you.
Thank the living gods, Gortash is here to protect us.
An imposter in our ranks. If this is true, it could be anyone. You, me... Well, not me, I know who I am. Perhaps we shouldn't take Gortash's word for granted. But if he speaks the truth, we need to be careful. Orin could have eyes and ears on us right now.
I may speak only to my lord. Terribly sorry.
My cousin tells me the Lords of Water have requested it to help defend against the apple.
Finally, a leader with some charisma. Ravengard was quite the dullard.
Archduke Gortash. Now there's a man who knows good business.
Once he's dealt with the cult, Gortash should turn the steel punch on the guild. That would be rad. Their way, they keep order as well as the festival.
Sure, I believe her. But does it really matter? Me.
What did I tell you? A momentous occasion. I'm sure you agree.
I've had enough, Mizora. What do you want?
Your attention, little pup. Nothing more. And you'll be glad to give it. You see, Gortash has had your father relocated. I'm just an impartial observer. This is Gortash's game. A murderous one, the way I hear it.
Shit.
Your dad's good as dead, pup. And to think, there's no way to save him. Or is there?
You know something.
I know enough. I'll be in your camp if you want to work something out.
Of course she'd stick her infernal nose where it doesn't belong. Of course she's dreamt up some risible scheme. By all the hounds of the hells, what is she planning? Certainly not. But she's as inevitable as Torril's path around the sun. We'll have answers soon enough. Mizora's gone to camp. We should speak with her. Until then, may my father keep safe, whatever coop he's been flown to.
Meaning that in the games of generals and dukes,
Miss Zora. I'd take anything she says with a grain of salt. But with her claws as deep in our business as they are, I guess we can't ignore her completely.
I had no wish to lose Will, but my, it would have been nice to flush her into the colony's flesh pit. You think me lonely? In truth, I prefer travel in a small pack such as this. Unburdened by numbers, we're free to act rather than react. A little like the old days. With allies, every bit as peculiar. Give or take a few tadpoles. Would you? In time, then. Perhaps once you found a rocking chair for me to doze off in.
I don't relish the idea of Mizora visiting our camp, let alone offering us anything resembling a deal. When the devils start approaching you, you know you're in deep.
Come to bask in the glow of the Moon Maiden's sword? Be most welcome.
Keeping very well, I hope?
Mizora schemes with Will's very freedom. He deserves to know what she is up to. I have. He speaks to me during my nightly meditations. He is well. And Oliver also. At times they are one, and at others they divide. Easier for playing, perhaps. And the land thrives also. I doubt you would recognize it. Perhaps one day, you and I can both return and see it for ourselves.
Whatever business Will has with Mizora, it will cost him dearly. Or worse still, it will cost us. I hope we can afford it.
The dog wags his tail, a small bag clenched between his teeth. He gives in and surrenders his find to you. Scratch's tongue lolls out happily, his tail wagging even faster.
Fate spins along as it should. Dost thou require a new ally? Or mayhaps a resurrection instead? The girl could not bear thou, a breaker of promises. I told her the fate of her parents when the wind carried it to me. She has left this place to hew a new path. She left behind a letter, as thou doth know. Hast thou other business?
Always good to talk, my friend.
A devil will come for her due. Mizora is no different. Whatever it is she comes to offer, whatever choice Will makes, someone will suffer. Count on it.
I brought my own paring knife. Now I just need some ingredients, and I'm gonna make something really good, I promise.
The cat peers back. You read something in its eyes. Doubt. Resignation, perhaps.
Sorore suje, testis esto pacti me. Come, sisters, be my testament. Notum sit in beator.
Notum sit in beator.
Holy hells.
I come to bargain. The hells demand witness.
Enough, Mizora. Where is my father? How do I save him?
How else? We bargain. Sisters.
Infernos contractos te vocamus. Infernos contractos te vocamus. Infernos contractos te vocamus.
Your contract, Will. Signed in blood, forged in fire, bound in bone, but not unbreakable. A life for a life. No contract is ended without sacrifice. The cost must be paid. Will Ravengard, a choice is before you. Option 1. I show you the way to your father. I guarantee him no harm except that from you and your allies. And you pledge your soul to me and the archdevil Zariel in a pact eternal. Option 2. I break your pact and you are freed from your duty. Your father dies by his enemy's hand, and Baldur's Gate loses its greatest champion. Name your sacrifice.
Bloody Zariel! I won't let her take Will.
Silence, Karlak.
Mizora, you asshole!
Choose. Addendum F. The Absolute must be avenged for the Soulbinder's detention at Moonrise. The Soulbearer retains his gifts until such time as the Absolute is slain.
You damned wretch! Father. Do it. Break the pact.
Fiat Ita.
Fiat ita. Anima ad beator.
Didn't think you had it in you. Seems my boy's all grown up. And don't go fussing about your father. You made your choice. You knew the terms. You know what? I think I'll stick around. Not for the greater good, you understand. Just for the entertainment.
Gods, I spent 7 years choked by Mazora's leash. And I spent 7 years hoping to break free. I never knew freedom could taste so bittersweet. I have to believe that. I'm not the Hell's puppet in life, nor its warrior in death. The blade will be guiding his own hand. But freedom will be paid in my father's blood. Tomorrow, I celebrate my gain. Today, I mourn my loss.
A moment passes. In the stillness, you find a mote of tranquility.
The Raven Guard name now lives solely with me. I will make it count for something. I signed his life away before the Hell's witnesses. It would be easier to drink the Styx down to the last drop than to alter his fate. I'd be a fool to wish otherwise. We obtain the final 2 nether stones and take back our minds. And the city from the brain.
Little Will's all grown up. I can't wait to see what trouble he gets into. beg your forgiveness for such undue impertinence. From now on, I promise him the same measure of respect he's shown his father. Oh, I almost forgot. Will sold his father's life for his freedom. My mistake. The Absolutists worked a number on me at Moonrise. And you're the best hope I've got at payback. No one crosses the Hell's Children without getting scorched. Oh, you are an inquisitive one. I'd have thought you'd figured by now. Zariel found new use for an old battle axe. The Gate3 and that bulging brain of theirs are a threat to more than this trifling city, you know. Savor her company. Who's to say when Zariel might change her mind? My mistress can be so capricious. The 9 hells of Beator. Each its own domain, each with its own archdevil to rule it. I call the first hell my home, Avernus. My mistress Zariel's realm, a torrid battleground split by the bloody waters of the Styx. How I adore it, the delicious agony of it all. The other 8, well, they are pleasures unto themselves. Perhaps I'll show you myself, if I deem you worthy. Correct. I didn't. If you must know, I was scouting the cultists on behalf of Zariel, but those cursed shadows were thick enough to fell even a half-fiend. I woke in that damned pod. It kept my body sealed and my most powerful magic silenced. But a brave, kind, benevolent soul set me free. Gallantry isn't dead after all.
Please, don't look at me.